BestBookBits.com brings you the book summary of Who Will Cry For You When You Die by Robin Sharma. Life lessons from the monk who sold his Ferrari. Would you like to replace the empty feeling inside you with a deep sense of peace, passion, and purpose? Are you hoping that your life will not only be successful, but significant? Are you ready to have the very best within you shine through and create a rich legacy in the process? If so, this potent little book, with its powerful life lessons and its gentle but profound wisdom, is exactly what you need to rise to your next level of living, offering 101 simple solutions to life's leadership guru, Robin Sharma, who will show you exactly how to recreate your life so that you feel strikingly happy, beautifully fulfilled, and deeply peaceful. This is a truly remarkable book that readers will treasure for a lifetime. Before we jump in the book summary, we at Best Book Bits have done over 1,000 book summaries in video, written, and audio format. So check us out at bestbookbits.com, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcast, and Apple Podcast. On with the summary. Number 1. Maintain perspective. Often in life, we lose track of what is important to us. We focus on things that have little importance. How big our daily life problems are really. Focusing on those little problems gives us a sense that life is pretty hard. What if you change your perspective and look from a different perspective? Humans are tiny particles when compared to billions of stars in the universe. Once we switch the perspective, we realize that what we thought as a giant hurdle of our life is actually a little event that doesn't matter that much when seen from a different point of reference. According to Robin Sharma, our lives are mere blips on the canvas of eternity. Whenever you face any stressful situation, try to see it from different angles or shift your perspective. Maintaining your perspective will help you look at problems more wisely and rationally. Number 2, journal your ideas. Many people love writing diaries. Diaries are the recollection of our memories. When you look at your diary, you see the movie of your past life, but along with diary writing, you should also do journaling. Journaling is a bit different than diary writing. Journaling includes writing lessons that you learn from every single day of your life. It also involves writing your reason for being and finding meaning in your daily life. It has tremendous benefits. For example, it helps you boost your self-awareness. By journaling your ideas, you get more connected to your deeper self. Number 3, be honest. There is an adage that honesty is the best policy, but how many people do you think follow that? A few. What's worse, breaking promises has become a habit now. People consider breaking bonds of trust as normal. Is this a good thing? Hell no. You must be honest with people around you. Whenever you show dishonesty, you fuel this terrible habit, and due to it, your brain automatically urges you to lie more and more. Being dishonest also adversely affects how much you keep the promise with yourself. Number 4, embrace the present. Robin advises seeing your days as mini lives. We set goals and we give our best to achieve those goals. We try to control the future, so much of our time is spent chasing distant goals. And in that race of accomplishing great things, we forget to respect what's already in front of us. We don't feel privileged for all the things we have. All we have is now. All we have is now. But still, so many people never reach a stage where they could embrace the present moment, and in the hope of achieving some grandiose, distant reality, they take the current reality for granted. Robin says that we walk this earth for a short time. Shouldn't we respect what we have now? Number 5, don't dwell in the past. Some people focus on what lies ahead, while some focus on what happened to them in the past. Dwelling in the past has some severe consequences, but why do people dwell in the past? People have setbacks and failures, so when they look back, they feel bad, and they try to bury their failures as much as possible. Robbins enlightens us with the fact that if you have more failures than others, then perhaps it's because you have to serve a higher purpose. We know happiness only when we know what being unhappy means. We know victory only when we know what the feeling feels like. Instead of worrying and complaining about your past, you should see it as a feedback mechanism. Number 6, have a morning routine. The way you begin your day determines the way you will live your day. Robin Sharma. If you have to launch a rocket or a missile, would you launch it at an incorrect angle? No. The same is the case with our day. We must launch our day with preparation. Robbins suggests that you should have morning rituals to follow. For example, you could start your day by drinking warm water, walking in the woods, etc. The important part is the more organized your morning is, the more organized your entire day will be. Number 7. Be childish. Children come to us more highly evolved than adults to teach us the lessons we need to learn. When we grow old, we start to value less of our playful child within us. We get busy doing business, paying bills, commuting to the office, etc. Somewhere down the road of life, we lose touch with the child inside of us. Although we grow taller, we start becoming less happy and less energetic. Robbins shares his son's story, eating the warmest and most vital part of the bread while ignoring the outer layer. This reminded Robin that adults could learn so many things from children by observing them. Robin also realized how his son focused on the core of the bread and how we can transfer the same concept to our lives by focusing on the things that matter. Number 8. Practice self-talk. We talk to ourselves every day, but we do it unconsciously most of the time. Talking to ourselves is correlated with our thoughts. Thoughts have incredible power to shape our lives, attract prosperity, etc. Practicing self-talk also makes you more aware of your thoughts. You don't need to push yourself and practice deliberate self-talk. You just have to be more conscious of it. The words you speak to yourself change your mindset, so you better watch how you speak to yourself because it will ultimately reflect in your life. Number 9. Practice silence. Practicing silence is as important as practicing self-talk. The best way to practice silence is to find a place where you can be in solitude and spend some quality time with yourself. Being in solitude cuts off outside noise and allows you to calm your inner turbulence. You might say, I'm too busy, I can't practice silence. But really, can't you find time for yourself? Can't you stop for a moment to fill gas in your vehicle? Saying that you don't have enough time to practice silence on a regular basis is a lot like saying that you're busy driving to stop for gas. Number 10. Go on a news fast. A lot of things happen in the world. Some are good while some are bad, and this gives birth to the news. News informs us about the events happening around the world. It's good to be aware of what's happening in the world. The problem starts when people begin to consume a lot of news, more news than they should. These days, news channels keep bombarding us with negative news. It gives us the impression that nothing positive is happening in the world. But is this true? Definitely not. Again, some events are constructive, while others are destructive. Most people even start the day by opening a newspaper, which then also drains the mood and energy of the person reading it, because it's filled with negative news that sells well. Why do these newspapers highlight negative news more? It's because humans by nature tend to focus more on tragic events rather than positive and uplifting events. An earthquake is bound to gather more attention than the discovery of another chemical element. Here's a tip. Try to practice news fast. This will help you focus more, and you'll also spend quality time with yourself. It's worth noting that avoiding news won't make you oblivious. You will still be able to get news circulating through your friends and colleagues. Number 11. Be kind to strangers. Imagine what this world would look like if everyone were kinder to each other. Great, wouldn't it? Everyone is kind to himself, but to strangers, it's a whole different matter. Most people are only kind to their friends and family members and don't care about others. Robbins suggests that you don't need to do great acts to improve the quality of your life. You can be great every single day of your life by showing compassion towards others. You can help people you find on the street or help a blind old lady cross the road. By doing these little acts of decency, you can live a more fulfilling life. Number 12. Take weekly holidays. Job is a part of life. It gives you money to survive, but it isn't everything. You should also carve out some quality time for yourself for taking weekly holidays. That way you'll be able to recharge yourself with more energy and be ready for your work after the holidays. Number 13. Your body is a temple. Our consciousness lives inside our bodies. That's why we must give respect to our bodies by treating it as a temple. But in reality, we abuse our bodies by not giving it exercise it needs. On top of that, we put in a lot of junk food. Also, studies have shown that mental and physical health are correlated. So take care of your body. Number 14. Laugh more. Even though people have almost everything they can imagine, most of them aren't happy. You should practice laughing more. If you tend to become depressed, you can ameliorate this by laughing more. 15. Take more risks. Taking more risks opens up new opportunities. People often avoid taking the roads less traveled, but the more risks you take in your life, the more unique experiences you gather. Once you walk the less traveled road and overcome the hurdles along the way, your life's quality and richness get improved. Therefore, take more risks. Don't fear. You never know what's waiting for you on the other side of the risk. 16. Time is money. We all have the same allotment of 24 hours in a day. What separates the people who create great lives from the also-rans is how they use these hours. Most people think that time is infinite. This is a myth. You should consider your time as money. Would you squander your money if you had a limited amount? Obviously not. When you realize that life is short and time is limited, you become cautious about how you spend your life moments. 17. Take action. Most people slip into the addiction of thinking and never put efforts to accomplish their goals. Put simply, they keep dreaming and never take any action to realize them. So don't just sit and dream all day. Take action. Number 18. Enjoy the process. It's in the process that you grow and become better. Some people get so focused on accomplishing goals, but they forget that it's in those hardships that constitute the fun part. Life isn't about the reward or the end goal. It's about the journey that you experience. 19. Rewrite your story. Imagine if you had the chance to rewrite the story of your life. What part of your life would you change? Sadly, you can't change the past. What's done is done. Fortunately, you can plan and rewrite your life story by finding out what needs to be changed in your life. Grab a pen and write down what's really holding you from living a life you want to live. 20. Never hesitate to ask for help. Sometimes people feel embarrassed and hesitate to ask for help. You should understand that there are times when you don't get something unless you ask for it. 21. Find meaning in your work. Whatever you do in your daily life, it must have some meaning, because if you don't find meaning in what you do, it's meaningless. Try to find a higher purpose for your work. 22. Watch uplifting movies. Instead of watching the news and TV shows all day, you can watch some positive and motivational movies. For example, you can watch documentaries of great people like Steve Jobs. 23. Have great friends. Cultivating friendships is one of the surest ways to find more happiness and joy in your life. Friendships and relationships help us in being resilient in tough times, and also great friends help you in achieving more in life. 24. Develop invaluable skills. You should develop invaluable skills within yourself. Those skills will help you grow professionally. 25. See your day as a life. Don't think that life is long. See your life as a set of many, many lives. Let me explain. Would you play Counter-Strike full day if you knew that you're going to die tomorrow? No way, unless your life doesn't have any meaning. Thinking your day as life gives you a clear picture of your top priorities, and therefore you only do those things that matter the most to you. 26. Take the control of your life. You must take charge of your life. Start with small things. Try to be deliberate in what you do. 27. Worry less. There are so many things you can't change in your life. For example, you can't stop an alien invasion, or you can't stop gravity from pulling objects. Such things are beyond our control. We often try to worry a lot about things that aren't in our control. What's the point of worrying and taking so much stress when you don't have the power to change everything? It's understandable that a little worrying and stress is often helpful and helps you focus more. But do it too much and you might get yourself into trouble. Therefore, worry less. Find things that are in your control. Live life with fewer worries. And that's a wrap on this book summary, Who Will Cry For You When You Die. If you want this book summary, click the link below. We at Best Book Bits again have done over 1,000 book summaries in video written in audio format. Follow us at bestbookbits.com, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts. And if you want to help support the channel, we put together our top 450 best book bit summaries in one massive downloadable PDF and MP3. Click the link below to grab this. Thank you again. Have yourself an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye now.